Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name's StepsBasic, and welcome back to my community show. StepsBasic, this is freaking what day is today? Oh, it's Tuesday. What are you making a community show on Tuesday for? Well, because I'm taking today off. Because we're celebrating my birthday today. My birthday is actually in 2 days, and it's going to be great. But we're celebrating it today because, well, who celebrates birthdays on Thursdays? Tuesday's the superior day, obviously. But, moreover, today is also, well, not today, but this month is also my channel's birthday. So it's kind of funny, thinking I moved everything over from my other channel because this channel, or that channel, because it's easier to manage two channels, or easier to manage one channel over two channels. So, I'm leaving that one alone for now. Might do something with it, but, that one started in June. At some point, I started uploading videos on that channel. But this channel started in November, and that was my birthday month. And I'm like, I didn't even realize I did that. But I probably did it at the same time back when I first started it. And so it's kind of fun. But yeah, that's mostly what this video is going to be about. A little bit rambly, a little bit talky, because now we're moving into, oh, shoot. I don't even remember when I started the channel. Like 2016, 2015, 6 to 5 years, 5 to 6 years. Wait, I can do math. 6 to 7 years? Yeah, that's how math works. I've been doing this for a while. I haven't had much in the way of like big success, but little middling successes every now and again. It's great to see, and I've been thinking about all the time, all the things that have happened, and like just this last year from shorts mostly, but from this last year I've seen pretty decent growth, and I'm kind of excited again, feeling a little reinvigorated, and it's kind of hard to keep going at something when you don't see a whole lot of success in it. And even if you like doing it, it's like, if you're trying for success, it gets a bit wearisome, you get dragged on a bit, but I've been seeing a good deal of growth comparatively to my, past 5 to 6 years. And so this last year has been it's been a pretty successful year for the channel. Still not to the point where it would be considered for any sort of monetization or anything, as after you have the 1,000 subscribers and then the 4,000 hours of watch time. But I'm meeting goals, and we have 2 months left. Well, a month and 2/3 left until I can say I've achieved my goal and for the year. Because remember, shush, my friend, you are talking loudly. Because remember, a year ago in January, I said I wanted to see 750 subscribers by the end of the year, and we're almost there. 693 today, as of recording this. Literally just checked it now. So that leaves 57 more subscribers. So hey, let's get out there and get those subscribers out there, huh? That sounds like great. Spread my stuff, make people laugh. That's what I want. That's my only goal at the moment. Just make people laugh, and if people are happy, especially in these days and ages with all the sadness and the miserableness and everything, I want to see people laugh, especially now. But as it were, I'm just happy that people are happy. And yes, like I said, seeing some middling success after years of basically nothing, it's really nice. It feels good. But I do want to take a moment to thank all the people who have been around for a while, and I can't name y'all, but like some of y'all have been. One sec. I wrote notes so I could be like, yeah, that's cool, but I'm dumb. Yeah, like Joel Morningstar has been around since forever. I know my Shadow Cookie buddy who made my intro for some of my videos. He's been around forever, and of course, Soapbox Dojo, my buddy. We started basically around the same time, and we've been just kind of plugging along, moving along and getting where we're going, as it were. Of course, Big thanks to all of them, and it's nice to see. I'm glad I recognize some of the names, especially with the last year in regards to my physical and mental health lately has been pretty bad, and my memory's been suffering so badly. But yeah, we still haven't figured out what's wrong with that yet, but we've figured out a few other things and fixed those, and that's good. That's another thing, thinking back over the last year and everything, how much is just, it's been, I think, a couple years since we started checking into my health. And, yeah. Let's see, MRI, medicine, the VA, frustrating. Got back into some therapy discussions with one of my doctors, and actually I was having pretty decent talks with my pharmacist. Funny enough, of all people, she's actually pretty cool. My current psychiatrist is actually on vacation or maternity leave. Good for her. She's having a baby. It's awesome. I like babies. Babies are so cool. My kid's growing up and getting older and stuff, and I'm proud of her. But life keeps on moving, and ain't that the truth? And all that we've been through so far, my memory has still been having its ups and downs and ins and outs and backwards and forwards and whatnot, and still making it work. It hasn't gotten any worse, which I guess is the good thing. And then there are some parts of it that have definitely improved, but I'm not sure if that's just because of some things. I don't know. Because we haven't figured out what was wrong with it yet. Blood pressure's been more manageable lately. I went on Chantix to quit smoking, and it's actually been incredibly successful. I'm not done yet, but I should be done before my actual birthday. And that's the plan. But that did actually, I think that affected my actual blood pressure for a little while too. It didn't like make it skyrocket or anything, but it did affect like the bottom line there, making it hover around 80 plus rather than below 80. So, yeah. I'm hoping to return to karate soon sometime too, because I missed that. But also now I have to worry about the motivation, finding the motivation to actually go. And I know with the last few months, we've seen a huge decrease in the content on my channel, like how much I put out. And honestly, most of that comes down to just time. Some of it comes down to motivation, I'm not going to lie, but most of that just comes down to time. I've been having a lot of issues finding time with kiddo being in high school and managing all that fun stuff and trying to get everything taken care of. Plus, I've been going to bed at a more reasonable hour, arguably, than I used to. And actually sleeping a lot better now. I got a new mattress, and that's been helping a bit with, energy. But because I don't stay up till midnight anymore, it kind of does affect my ability to record and have extra videos out. Plus, sometimes when I do even have the time, I do lack a little bit of the motivation. But hey, that happens. It's a thing. Dealing with long-term mental illnesses and whatnot does kind of affect motivation and whatnot. It's like, I don't even want to do it today. Why would I do it? But anyway, that's actually where most of this show is gone. I want to get back to making sure I get this up every week because I love it. It was one of my favorite things because I could get in here and just vent and talk and chit-chat with everybody, while at the same time it was, extra content for the channel, extra content for y'all. And while it hasn't really been successful as far as what it's concerned for, seeing... I wanted to make this sort of the conversational platform where we can come and talk about what games we played, what games we like to play, and such. And it hasn't really worked that well, but obviously the biggest detriment to that is the fact that I have such a small subscriber base. So it's like, who's going to come in here and talk? I used to think about doing this as a live stream because I was thinking that would be a fun way to wrap up the week, is just come in here and live stream and have people chit chatting and talking to each other and be like, yeah, this was my favorite part of the episodes this week. You get these ideas that you think about, and I'd come into them like with an idea of what I wanted to talk about, like overall, but also just catching up for the week. That's the sort of thing I kind of liked, and that's why I call it the community show, because it's the show for the community. You know how it be. As far as like the last few months with PlayStation Plus highlights, it's like part of me doesn't even want to go back to doing it, which is funny because that one's one of the oldest series on the channel, that one and this one. And I was like, do I really want to keep doing that though? Because I'm not really happy with the PlayStation Plus at the moment. They've been giving out good games, not gonna lie, and I was still pretty miffed about the fact that they're like, let's look at Xbox's worst idea and let's implement that in the PlayStation. We're smart, we're geniuses, much monies. The only reason I've been sticking with PlayStation Plus is, well, the free games. It's not really free, but I'm paying $60 a year for, at the very least, 24 games. And some of them are bad, some of them are good, but if even one game is worth $50, then I basically made my money back, as it were. It's an investment. Unfortunately, due to recent monetary issues, I had to cancel it for November and December because of holidays and whatnot, and my birthday. And I'm like, I want to have at least some money for the next 2 months. So I'm like, I'm going to just go ahead and cancel it. And then when January rolls around, I'll put it back on, and we can keep moving. And also, I've heard that there's going to be a fairly sizable increase in my disability, which I'm actually kind of excited about, because then I won't have to be stressed about money for the next few months. And I can really work towards my goal of getting everything paid off again, which, it's all well and good until you hit them accidents and bad things happen, and then you're back behind again. You're like, oh, darn it. But that's life, am I right? But anyway, I think that's going to be enough for me. I've rambled enough. And I just wanted to say thank you all so much again for sticking with me for, was it 6-7 years now? I don't remember. Hopefully you've been enjoying the content. Those of you who have been around since Warframe, those of you who have been around longer, those of you who will be continuing to come with me for my journey until I'm like 80 something with at least 900 subscribers, and everyone's like, wow, can't believe this old guy's still streaming or recording and uploading. I'm like, yeah, that's me, baby. I'm always up here. You can't get rid of me. I'm a turd. I'm a bad penny. I always turn up. But anyway, thank you all so much for joining me for this episode of The Community Show. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you did, please don't poke that like button for me. If you'd like to see more from me, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And as always, you're more than welcome to comment in the comment section down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Oh, and I can if I can. You know all that jazz. And tune in next time for another topic, another time. And until then, good night.